Hello, Professor Yue. My name is Jenna, from Special Education Department, 特四乙邹鹏，学号 S98120037。Today, I'm going to read my favorite masterpiece of Edgar Allan Poe, that is The Raven. Here starts. Once upon a midnight dreary, well upon weak and weary, over melancholy acquainted in the curious volume of forgotten lore, while nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of some one gently rapping at my chamber door. This songster I mastered, tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. Distinctly, I remember it was in a black December, and each separate dying member loaded its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Finally I had tried to borrow from my book's success of sorrowful lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here for evermore. And the silken set assaulted the roostings of each purple curtain, thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to till the beating of my heart, I stood repeating this songster, entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some songster, entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or Madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore!" This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, "Lenore!" meaningless and nothing more. Then into a chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon I heard again a tapping somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see, then, what thread is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. This is the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter, is there stepped a stately raven of the scented days of yore? Not the less obeisance met her, not an instant stop of stayed he, but with mien of laurel lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat and nothing more. Then this ebony bird, beginning my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore, though that grace be shown in shaven I said, I should not craven. Ghastly, grim, and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore, tell me what my lovely name is on a night's prelude sure. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Much I marvel lest a gently fall to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevance bore, for we cannot help agreeing that no sublunary being ever yet was blessed with singing bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon sculpture burst above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. But a raven, sitting lonely on the place bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did uptore. Nothing farther than he uttered, not better than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Wondering at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, said I, what is artist it is only stock and store, could from some unhappy master whom a merciful disaster follow fast and follow faster, so when hope he would adjure, stern despair returned instead of sweet hope he dread adjure. Let's said answer, Nevermore. But a raven still beginning, all my sad soul into smiling, straight I will cushioned seat in front of bird, unbust and door. Then upon the field sinking, I betook myself to linking, fancy unto fancy, thinking what is a muse bird of yore, what is germ again in ghastly counting a muse bird of yore, meaning in a croaking, Nevermore. This is I said engaged in gazing, but no syllable expressing, to the foe whose very eyes now burrowing into my bosom core. These and more I sit diving, with my head is reclining, on a cushion's fibelet lying that the lamplight grotted o'er. By whose fair violet lining with the lamplight grotted o'er, she shall praise, oh, nevermore. Then mass of the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swooned by angels whose faint footfalls tickled on the floor. Wretch, I cried, the God has led thee, by these angels he has sent thee. Respite, respite, the Nebulites, from the memories of Lenore. Let me quaff this kind of Nebulus, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, a bird of devil! Where the tempest sent, or where the tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate, yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by honor haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, but let heaven lay bands above us, by the God we both adore. Tell the soul with sorrow laden eve, with a distant Eden, it shall clasp a scented maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Beloved word our sign of parting, bird of friend, I shrink, upstarting, get thee back into the tempest in the night pollution sure. Leave no black prom as a token of the lie the soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quite the bust above my door. Take the break from out of my heart, and take thee from of my door. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. And the raven, never floating, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamp light o'er him streaming slows his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out the shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. In my opinion, I feel Edgar Allan Poe is really a model for scary movie, scary fiction. He is an American author, poet, editor, and literary critic. In his masterpieces, he is best known for his tales of mystery and macabre. She is one of the earliest American practitioners of a short story. Especially, I found there's a movie called The Raven. It was acted by John Cusack. It's really a scary movie, and it's based on a story that is every murder happened in that time. Follow the plot of his fiction. So we will find that I feel that every hollow fear really scares people, but the real insights that people with human being are quite unsure about the mysterious, the nature, the unpredictable phenomenon, and it's very easily for the murder, the useless kind of scary fear to control people's mind and make the mystery to scared a lot of people. So it is like a detective fiction. We maybe can say that Homeless Charlotte, the detective, or many detective fiction was originated from Edgar Allan Poe, the detective fiction genre. And it also has some science fiction inside because we need to find some clues. Some clues can construct the truth behind the murder, behind the dead people. There's something clues that we may find it. So actually, before I was very afraid of to read this kind of scary movie, this kind of fiction because feel a lot of dead people inside and really scary. But from Edgar Allan Poe's words, I read it word by word the Raven, this story, it really gives me a sense of describe me when one person when he or she feels feels scary, step by step, from the gazing, from the imagination, from every fantasy, from the finally the turning in points, the key points that corrupts everything down. It's just like an emotional release. Everything reflects what is our mind in the plate. So I think from this time, this is my first time to read this kind of detective mystery short story, and really gives me a kind of feeling that um, we humans' emotions are very vulnerable, and even it's vulnerable though, it is a very good way to admit our weakness, and from we know our limits, and we know what we should do, what is our destiny, we follow and we will be humble, and we will handle our life with more confidence, not huge ego. There's another thing that Allan Poe was very impressive for to me, that he is a writer, always put his energy, his talent into his writing. He shows a great abundance of passion on his works. So what he asked not for the very rich money from the publishing all his stories. What he did is that he would like to show um, another aspect of humans' emotion, the inside psychologist's mental area. Everybody has the inner side, that kind of emotion. He showed up, to release out, just take care of a little kid off our back, and we will know more about ourselves. The other part of ourselves was vulnerable, scary, but even this is us, this is human being. Um, I think this really great to effect. So I will really recommend Edgar Allan Poe to read. That is the origins of 江户川柯南, that kind of Japanese cartoon. Because in that kind of Japanese cartoon, it shows that it really needs to brainstorm to observe the scenes, clues, still every little scenes can be indicate the truth. So it's a very good way to cultivate the ability to observe everything in daily lives. That is irrelevant. What is my opinion and some reflection of Edgar Allan Poe. And thank you very much.